Assalamualaikum viewers and listeners. Then there were two, Multan Sultans and Islamabad United. Would it be a treble, like not in a consecutive twice, but Islamabad United तीन-time champions बन सकते हैं, and of course Multan Sultans can equal their tally अगर वो title जीतते हैं. We're gonna preview all the tactical matchups, all the statistical matchups, kinda, and of course to gather all the vibes. So आज का शो PSL 9 के फाइनल के नाम. Please have your thoughts as well. I am delighted to be joined by a proud representative of Islamabad United. आजकल थोड़ा थोड़ा बदतमीज भी होते जा रहे हैं. A few of his tweets recently. But yeah, thank you so much, Tala. How are you doing?
I'm doing great और ये बदतमीज वाला मुझे नहीं पता बट ज़्यादा थोड़ी कॉन्फिडेंस
I
तो आ गई
want
है कल की जीत के बाद कॉन्फिडेंस तो आ गई है ज़रूर थोड़ी
yeah, मैं ग्रुप में शेयर करूंगा. Then we would be having a busy scout. Of course, कल ये लोग मैच हारे हाँ इस्लामाबाद यूनाइटेड के साथ. We might be doing a little bit of recap for that match as well. मैं बात कर रहा हूँ इमाद की all the way from Karachi. Thank you so much, Imad, for joining.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Perfect. And in a bit, I really hope we should be joined by Zad. And guys, here we go. Aram was supposed to be on the show on the very late minute, like around about 10 minutes. 10, मतलब 10:29 में message आता है, I am not feeling well, so I have to pull it off. So here we go with choking chains of Multan Sultans. इसी वजह से ही they bottled the finals. Probably आज उनका कोई representative नहीं है, so we have to deal with it. Imad might have to put off and Multan Sultan's kit or might be sad. So guys, start करते हैं. And of course viewers, if you're watching us right now, if you would watch a bit later, please drop your thoughts, predictions, vibes and all that sort of stuff. Okay, Tala थोड़ा सा warm up segment create किया हुआ है. Of course, I had like differentiated in blue for Multan Sultans, red for Islamabad United, and like light orange color you would say for neutrals. आपके पास red में दो option नजर आ रहे हैं. One is a sign of confidence, the other hate playing them. जो मेरी थोड़ी सी feelings हैं like मुझे क्योंकि टेक्टिकली टीम्स जो होती है ना वो बड़ी तंग करते हैं एंड दे आर मेंटली रेजोल्यूट एज वेल. मुझे क्वेटा कराची इवन पीजीबी टू सम एक्सटेंट बिकॉज बाबर भी सम इजीली लेट डाउन कर जाता है. सो that is just my pre-match vibes. Although I'm optimistic the way we are picking, but yeah, I'm just top seater भी चल रहा हूँ. How are your feelings? What would be your option if अगर इन दो में से कोई पिक करना पड़े आपको?
I mean I would also be on the confident side because I think जिस तरह ये पिछला मैच जीते हैं हम I think from that position जब कोई एक्सपेक्ट ही नहीं कर रहा था कि जीत भी सकते हैं with two players. I know इमाद ने पहले भी ग्रुप स्टेज में एक वो फिनिश किया था मैच, लेकिन उस पोजीशन पे इमाद और हैदर का होना और वो बॉलिंग अटैक और द हिस्ट्री इन द नॉकआउट्स, आई थिंक इट वाज एन इनसेन विन. मुझे तो अभी भी मतलब सही प्रोसेस नहीं किया कि हम जीत के कल, बट आई थिंक with that kind of win you get a massive boost in confidence. So I would also, I think I also feel that way.
ओके इमाद, शायद अब मैं आपको थोड़ा मेंटल रेडी प्रिपेयर कर चुका हूँ. ऑफ कोर्स आपके जो ऑप्शंस बनते हैं वो बॉटम वाले बनते हैं, बट इन अ वे अगर आप इफ यू वर मुल्तान सुल्तान फैन राइट नाउ, हाउ वुड यू बी फीलिंग अपनी परफॉर्मेंस को देखते हुए और इस्लामाबाद यूनाइटेड की कल वाली विन को देखते हुए? वुड यू पिक द ऑप्शन नंबर 2 दैट इज द रॉन्ग टाइम टू फेस देम, या यू वुड स्टिल बी कॉन्फिडेंट कि ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड भी अच्छा है?
I would certainly go for. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can.
Yeah. So I would actually go for option number 2 because Islamabad have actually peaked on the right time, and then Emad Wasim is like just has the Midas touch right now because he He's performing well in every department. And Shadab Khan, we all know, has been phenomenal throughout the tournament. And I know Multan has it's probably, I see Multan as the best side in all of the PSLs through tactics, through the player management, through all of the cultural part of it. But essentially, at this point, Islamabad has peaked at the right time, and I think that it is difficult for every team in the world to face them right now. It is just like how it was for Pakistan when it was facing India in 2017 Champions Trophy. India was a better side in every way, but Pakistan was in that right form and in that right moment, and then we saw what happened. So yeah.
Yeah, completely makes sense. आपने इस्लामाबाद यूनाइटेड को टच ऑन कर दिया हुआ दूसरा सेगमेंट इज अराउंड टू कवर रोड टू फाइनल ऑफ कोर्स हर मैच पे टच ऑन करने की जरूरत नहीं है here is a little bit of summary how Islamabad United made into the all important finale. Please don't mind अगर मैंने कोई चीज गलत पुट कर दिया but hopefully I made it double check as well. But anyway, तला दो क्वेश्चन आपसे पूछना चाह रहा हूँ बिकॉज हमने पीक भी टच की है अगर दूसरा मैच स्पेसिफिकली नहीं पहला मैच बात करूं I think we really hit the peak of our prowess, right? But then we hit some real lows as well. So what was the moment जब आपको बहुत disbelief में थे कि यार we are not making into it, and what was the moment which turned the, like you can say, turned the pieces around के अब आपको लगा कि यार this team can go at least to the second eliminator?
I think जो पहले 3 losses थे they were very tough to take for me. काफ़ी frustrating थे because they were all avoidable losses. और वो क्वेटा वाला तो I mean वो DRS का भी था blunder.
हाँ, rally
So I thought कि वो तीनों मैचेस हमें जीतने चाहिए थे. We should have been undefeated honestly until I mean probably that second Peshawar game जो पिंडी में हारे थे तब तक and no result against Quetta, that's another thing, but तब तक I think we could have won every game, so it was very frustrating. लेकिन फिर भी मुझे honestly मुझे यकीन तो था कि हम qualify कर जाएंगे just because Lahore and Karachi were doing so bad. So I thought okay, we'll sneak into the top 4. और I think जो आखिरी मैच था मुल्तान वाला, from there I got the confidence that we can win.
Oh, okay, all right, cool enough. Okay, switching the sides to Multan Sultans. Of course, I think so. Pretty much 4 or 5 matches in, they were supposed to go around in. They made the most of home conditions. कोई टीम इतना बेटर यूज नहीं करती. इवन आई डू थिंक कोई टीम इतनी अच्छी पिचेस भी प्रिपेयर नहीं करवाती अपने होम कंडीशंस के लिए. आई थिंक दे रियली पुट देयर वर्क इनटू क्यूरेटर्स. कोई टीम और इतनी इनपुट्स नहीं देती होगी कि इस तरह की पिच बना दो, इस तरह की पिच बना दो, बट दे रियली गो इनटू डीप डिटेल्स. Again,
if I can add something, I think it's really important to give credit to Abdul-Rahman, their head coach, who's I think Bazid Khan said that Abdul-Rahman and Misbah-ul-Haq are the best 2 pitch readers in Pakistan. So it makes complete sense that he would have the perfect pitch prepared for their home ground.
Yeah, nice insights. Okay, अपना इमाद आपकी तरफ आते हैं. They like again what has been their key characteristics over the years के complete team performances almost रहते हैं. Like उनके सारे players 6 to 7 ratings अभी आप लोग करते रहे हैं और हमने भी ratings की 6 to 7 इनके लोग करते रहते हैं. और the thing with them is के they are good runs accumulating side. उनके आपको strike rate से इशू होता है लेकिन कभी 160 150 वाला collapse आप नहीं देखोगे इनके साथ. They would always be getting 170 plus. फिर इनके जो रिजवान का जो भी चलता है. So what are your key takeaways जो इनकी रन थी? थोड़ा सा like पैच भी आया but again they were not anyway out के looked out of sorts at any stage. So what are your key takeaways from their road to finale?
Yeah, essentially, Islamabad and Multan, both of them were seen as the best sides at the draft, and I think that is being replicated in the final two. And so, Multan is such a phenomenally planned franchise, and they are so good with their management and with the utilization of their skills. And essentially, we saw that they were on a roll. They won their first seven matches, and then later on, I know there was a bit of a slump, but still, they were phenomenal at home. They were phenomenal away, except two of those games. And and just look at the way Osama Mir has been used, because we
Yeah.
saw that Osama Mir wasn't that vital with the Pakistan team, but with Multan we can see that Rizwan as a captain used him perfectly. Usman Khan as an overseas player, I don't think anyone would have picked Usman Khan as an overseas player, but these guys did. And then look at the way I feel like he has been probably their best batter. Uh, and yeah, and then if the utilization of Iftikhar, बिल्कुल अच्छी utilization नहीं होती थी इफ्तिखार की कोयटा में, and it's completely contrary मुल्तान में. And then उसके अलावा भी we have seen Mohammad Ali, no one saw him as a T20 bowler, but then just like what they did with Imran Khan, they did that here with Mohammad Ali as well. And excellent performance, probably. And as I said before as well, I see them as the best franchise out of all the franchise teams, because of every factor that we can count in,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the fact that
Even
they came in late,
yeah, yeah.
and they had a change of hierarchy as well, beach mein. So that is to count as well.
Of course, not to forget, and of course, that picking off the field stuff as well. Their media game is going really good. Shout out to uh, great friend Alvina there. She is doing really good stuff over there. And of course, Abdullah Javed ke hote hue, you are bound to get some real belters of media posts and all that sort of stuff. So I really wanted to give shout out to those people. Coming towards the finale itself, rewind का time खत्म होता है. Let's discuss some key matchups. Okay, let's start with Alex Hales versus David Willey. ओके आई वांट बी क्लेमिंग कि मैं कोई क्रिकेट का बहुत बड़ा एक्सपर्ट हूँ स्पेसिफिकली टेक्निक्स को लेके बट हेल्स मुझे लेफ्ट आर्म सीमर्स के खिलाफ इवन जरा सी मूवमेंट भी हो किसी के पेस की जरूरत नहीं है जरा सी मूवमेंट भी हो ही इज अ वर्किंग विकेट फॉर मी शाइन ने काफी दफा आउट किया एंड ऑफ कोर्स डेविड विली की हम बात करने लगे 7 दफा ही इज गोइंग टू बी नेमेसिस सो अगेन वो एक तरह से लेम टैक्टिक्स होते हैं कि आप मार्टिन गुप्टिल को स्ट्राइक दे दो सो दैट ही प्लेज आउट द फर्स्ट ओवर बट और हमारे पास आई थिंक सो ऑप्शन भी नहीं है कि इस स्टेज पे आके हिल्स को ड्रॉप करें इवन तो इट माइट मेड सेंस क्योंकि बहुत बुरी परफॉर्मेंसेस चल रही हैं so how to neutralize that tactic out Tala if you have any funky idea
I think very simple idea. जो प्लेइंग 11 है ना उसमें एलेक्स हेल का नाम काटते हैं साथ कॉलिन मनरो लिखते हैं प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व if he's fit I think there's no way that Monroe doesn't play ahead of Hales लेकिन obviously fitness का मसला है तो maybe you can do something I don't know अगर विली पहला ओवर लेता है then you know Guptill takes strike or something like that but at the end there is no hiding मतलब फेस तो करना पड़ेगा
फेस तो करना पड़ेगा ऑफ कोर्स थोड़ी सी फीट मूवमेंट करनी पड़ेगी आपको जितना अच्छा बॉलर उतनी फीट मूवमेंट आपकी तगड़ी होनी चाहिए स्टैंड स्टिल लेके ठहरा रहता है हाफ हार्टेड शॉट्स खेलता है स्पेसिफिकली आजकल स्पिनर्स के खिलाफ भी हर तरह से आउट होता जा रहा है आई मीन ही इज गेटिंग ऑल सॉर्ट ऑफ वेज ओके दूसरा मैचअप अगेन काइंड ऑफ गोज इन slightly in favor of Islamabad United, but Usama Mir has taken 2 times the wickets of Azam Khan. But Shadab Khan really reads and smashes all over the park. So अर्ली ऑन स्पिन देखते हो मैंने बात की थी कि खुश दिल वर्सेस हमारा टॉप लाइक इस्लामाबाद यूनाइटेड का टॉप ऑर्डर हमने पीजी के खिलाफ कोलैप्स देखा काइंडा दोनों मैचेस में पीजी के खिलाफ दोनों मैचेस में साइम आईओपी वाज डूइंग हिज जॉब मेहरान डिड हिज जॉब So, do you, Imad, do you see it happening? और specifically इस स्टेज पे आके कल को लेके कौन तगड़ा मैचअप नजर आ रहा है? आजम खान है स्लाइटली अपर हैंड या उसामा मीर आपको गेम लेके जाते नजर आ रहे हैं?
Yeah, right. So आपने जो bowling की opening की बात की, I feel like Willey obviously will be bowling the first over. Like there's absolutely no doubt about that one. Now,
हम्म,
with the over of Khushdil Shah, I feel like they might not try to do something different. I know they did that in the eliminator too, but in the qualifier too, and it didn't kind of work. And Muhammad Ali has been good enough
या
as a bowler who opens bowling alongside Willey. So probably they're just going to continue. They're just going to revert back to Muhammad Ali. But as far as the matchup of Azam and Shadab against Osama Mir, I feel like we know that Azam and Shadab are phenomenal players of spin, and they really smash it all around the park, as you said. But Osama Mir, I feel like is a bit different. He provides something different as a leg spinner. He's not that conventional in terms
हम्म,
of leg break bowling, and so I still feel that maybe Shadab, we saw that he performed really well against Usama Mir on that Rawalpindi Wali pitch, although it was kind of a road. But still, I think Osama Mir, it's really not as easy for Azam and Shadab as it might be for them against any other leg spinner, especially
जोजो
Azam Khan. I
फैक्टर भी
feel
है.
like, and Azam Khan has been actually Azam Khan has been coming in pretty late in this tournament. Let's just not forget that he's like coming in at
हम्म,
over number 15 when spinner के over खत्म हो जाते हैं उस time इस point तक. So he hasn't really been tested as much as
या
I think
आई
इस
थिंक सो
वीडियो
वी
को start.
हाँ आई थिंक वी
मैंने
माइट हैव
बस यही
लॉस्ट.
ऐड करना था कि
हाँ
उसामा मीर का जूजू फैक्टर भी है, तो दैट्स रियली समथिंग अनक्वांटिफाइबल. तो उस पे
या
प्लानिंग नहीं कर
हाँ
सकते.
हाँ और तला हमारी बॉलिंग की बात करते हैं. मिडल ओवर्स विकेट्स आर काइंड ऑफ प्रॉब्लम. नसीम शाह एंड हुनैन, लाइक नसीम शाह ऑफ कोर्स. हुनैन शाह इतनी पावर प्ले में बॉलिंग नहीं करवा रहा. ऑफ लेट इमाद वसीम ने विकेट्स लेना शुरू कर दिए. पावर प्ले में हमें विकेट्स मिल रही हैं. मिडल ओवर बॉलिंग हैज बीन अ कांस्टेंट ट्रबल. अर्ली ऑन शादाब ने विकेट्स ली, बट वहाँ पे आके हमें मसला होता है. We kind of get complacent as well, and specifically touched on करना चाहूँगा शादाब की कैप्टनसी way off the charts. Even उस दिन हमारा कल पेशावर के साथ मैच था. तला प्लेस ओ तला तलहत तलहत प्लेस स्क्वायर रियली गुड, और टीकेसी स्ट्रेट शॉट्स बहुत अच्छे खेलता है. फील्ड सेटिंग्स आर टोटली रॉन्ग. बॉलर के एग्जीक्यूशन पे बात कर सकते हैं, बट आपका प्लान ही गलत है तो एग्जीक्यूशन पे क्या बात करें. तो how do you see like what Shadab needs to improve, और specifically against Multan अगर कोई रिवर्स फिक्सचर से कुछ चीजें आपको थिंक लेसन्स टू लर्न नजर आ रहे हो?
आई थिंक पिछले मैच से ये देख सकते हैं कि he didn't rotate his bowlers according to the right matchups. जब
Yeah.
फॉर एग्जांपल इमाद के 2 ओवर रहते थे एंड साइम वाज सेट, तो उबैद में कोई ओवर दे दिया. So जब you know it would have been better to bowl slower with a spinner. Shadab himself, his bowling has been below average. His batting has been good, but he needs to show the performance he did in the first match against Lahore. And Hunan, I mean, last match में utilize भी नहीं किया, when he has the second highest dot ball percentage in the power play.
Oh,
So
wow.
you can, as Naseem ko, I think 2 overs and we must hunt for wickets. Agar if Iftikhar has to come in the 6th over and face Shadab Khan, I mean that's where you get the advantage. So you can't afford to leave Naseem for the 18th, 15th over. So you attack at the top with Naseem and Imad, and then Shadab and Fahim have to really. I think Fahim has more than anything else to keep it tight. मतलब उसने run रोकने हैं.
Yeah.
Shadab has to get wickets in the middle overs.
फहीम को कभी कभी awkward balls पे विकेट्स भी मिल जाती हैं ऑन एंड ऑफ. साउंड फील्डर, कैचिंग काफी अच्छी रही फहीम की. एक मैच जितवाया भी है पेशावर ज़ल्मी के खिलाफ, आई गेस. ओके, इमाद, एनीथिंग टू ऐड, सब्जेक्ट रिगार्डिंग मैचअप्स किसी भी टीम को लेके, या शैल वी मूव टुवर्ड्स द नेक्स्ट सेगमेंट?
I'm sorry, can you go again?
मैंने पूछा कि कोई चीज सब्ट्रैक्ट ऐड करनी है मैचअप्स को लेके या शैल वी मूव टू नेक्स्ट सेगमेंट.
Not anything particular, but again, Iftikhar, as Tala mentioned, the Iftikhar, if he comes in early after the power play, and I was really stunned when Hunain wasn't bowled in the last game. I think he needs to bowl that one over in the power play as well as some overs in the middle overs too. Like because he has proved that he can bowl really well throughout the tournament. He's done that. So yeah.
All right. Okay. I think so. ये segment pretty much short होने लगा. I think so. Both teams won't be doing much changes. Final में given सी बात होती है कि आप winning combination के साथ जाते हो. But can you see a little bit of surprise coming from Multan Sultans? या किसी भी टीम से आपको कोई changes नजर नहीं आ रही हैं? तला, you go first, and Emad, you to wrap this segment up.
I think it's likely that we'll see the same 11s in the last matches for both sides, unless Monroe is fit. In that case, I think Hales की जगह Monroe, and the rest is fine.
और तला हैदर का वही रोल परफेक्ट है लाइक फिनिशर रोल जो हमने रखा हुआ है अपनी टीम में, या आप सिचुएशन को देख के लाइक if we are on top, really on top, can we use him up top like we are 10 overs 100 for 1 and we kind of give him a free roll के यार एक ही ओवर में 2-3 छक्के लगाओ, या जो would still क्योंकि हमारे पास बैटर्स हैं like again funky सा idea, but in a way I kind of wanted to have a shout out to Haider Ali and of course Malik Saab, Hanif Saab, his mentor you can say. So yeah, a little bit of touchdown on Haider Ali.
And like on a side note, मैं अक्सर ये recently सोचा है कि instead of looking at statistics, batting stats based on batting positions, हमें entry points की base पे देखना चाहिए. क्योंकि चाहे वो नंबर 7 पे भी आए, I think 6 पे आया था कल, but he came in around the 10th over, 11th over जब आजम आउट हुआ है. I think it was 7. हाँ, तो मतलब his batting stats say 7, but he batted half the innings.
Yeah.
So कल finishing role तो नहीं, so he came in early, he had time to settle, and then when he was set, he unleashed at the death. So yeah, it can be thought about अगर उसको पहले बेचने थोड़ा time देना है like yesterday. But ये भी है कि आगा can do the anchoring job early wicket गिरे. अगर somehow miraculously हमारे opener survive कर जाते हैं, then you can think of swapping Agha and Haider maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Anything regarding Multan Sultans की XI, Emad?
Yeah, I don't think they will be making any changes. They have actually gone on with the same 11s throughout the tournament. Like थोड़े बहुत changes होते थे, but this is probably their best lineup, and they are going to go with it. But I actually had a question about Islamabad United. When they saw जब group stages में the openers weren't performing that well, like they weren't performing at all. Even Monroe wasn't performing till a lot of time, and so why didn't they go for Shamil Hussain for just one game as a trial basis or something? Do you guys have any thoughts on that?
I think
आप पहले अपने thought था.
हाँ, जो पहले मैंने mention किया था that there were a lot of avoidable losses at the start. वो matches उनमें से 2-3 हम जीत जाते, थोड़ा मतलब breathing room होता तो शायद वो experiment कर लेते. शामिल even under 19 में अगर आपने देखा है, he wasn't the most aggressive batter. He has the shots, but shots के बीच में dot balls भी काफी आ जाती हैं. So I think he was picked more of a prospect to develop more than someone who can be a playing 11 option.
I would think Qasim Akram को भी डाल सकते थे बीच में equation में. I just thought कि Islamabad United were a bit inflexible about their opening combination. थोड़ा सा कुछ ना कुछ तो maybe try कर सकते थे.
हाँ, अगर आपने रियानुल्लाह की पॉडकास्ट सुनी हो तो उसमें थोड़ी सी इंसाइट थी कि मतलब पिछले जो सीजन हमारे काफी डाउन रहे, तो हम कुछ प्लेयर्स पे बहुत जल्दी गिव अप कर देते थे, वेट हम बहुत जल्दी चेंजेस करने लग जाते थे। तो बशार ने सवाल पूछा था कि व्हाट आर योर की टेक अवेज जो आप इम्प्रूव करना चाहोगे, और पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट टीम की मैनेजमेंट को भी तो उन्होंने कहा था कि आई वुड ट्राई टू स्टे मोर लॉयल, ये उनके वर्ड्स हैं। सो उधर से मुझे थोड़ा सा पिक हुआ था कि हेल्स खेलेगा ही खेलेगा, इवन दो अब नेसेसरी एविल बन गया हुआ है, बट दैट इज व्हाट इट इज। आई थिंक सो हसन के आने के साथ ये चीज़ आई है। ओके।
If I can add something, more related to the two titles we did win. दोनों स्क्वाड्स में अगर आप नोटिस करें तो हमारा एक लोकल ओपनर होता था, एंड वी हैड समवन लाइक जेपी डोमिनी और आंड्रे रसल डाउन द ऑर्डर। तो
जी
इधर आई थिंक वो डायनामिक नहीं है, इधर दोनों ओपनर ही फॉरेनर हैं और लोअर ऑर्डर में ओनली लोकल्स।
yeah. Great contrast it is.
I think we had
Let's.
Sharjeel in 2016 and Saibzada Farhani in 2018, if I remember correctly.
हाँ, ग्रेट रेगुलेशन। शर्जील ने क्वालिफायर में सेंचुरी मारी थी, राइट, पहले पहले सीजन में, बड़े वाले से।
एलिमिनेटर 2 में पेशावर के।
हाँ। Okay, we are pretty much through to the round, or like last segment that would be about predictions. Yeah, and of course, viewers, please do drop your thoughts as well. I would be putting on the slide a bit later. Let's have predictions in two categories. I would request both of you to start with player of the match first, and then round your predictions off with the winner of PSL-9 and any other bold shout if you wanna give for the match itself. Let's start with Tala. Tala, जीत रहे हैं PSL के नहीं?
Inshallah, I think Islamabad will win. Momentum भी I think Islamabad के पास ही है. I know Multan won the last match as well, लेकिन उनके 4-5 दिन गुजर गए हैं पिछले मैच से. Islamabad have played recently. They must be high on adrenaline, high on confidence. And I think Shadab Khan will shine in his first final as captain. I think he will step up. And he's been a big match player for Pakistan as well. In the semi-final 21 or in the final in 22.
Yeah.
And I think he will shine here as well, and he will be the player of the match, inshallah.
Inshallah. Wow. Positive note for Islamabad United. Emad, let our audience know about your predictions for the player of match and of course the match result itself.
I would totally mirror Talabai's thoughts. Like Shadab Khan is too big to be kept quiet on such a big occasion. He's the best T20 player for Pakistan. He's going to be vital in the upcoming T20 World Cup as well, and he is going to win this game with the bat. Although I just have a feeling that Johnson Charge and Usman Khan are going to present some sort of competition to Islamabad United. But still, at the end of the day, Islamabad United are on a roll. They're on their peak, and it's like a train which cannot be stopped. And that is why I feel Islamabad are winning their third title. Although it will be really sad to see Multan lose 3 finals in a row.
Yeah, that would be something to have. And very quick fire, guys. Assume कर लेते हैं kind of same pitch है जो qualifiers में चल रहे, like थोड़े से runs बनते हैं. शुरू में like group stages में जो pitches थी उन पे runs नहीं बन रहे थे, right? That is totally fair to say. Stats पे भी जाने की बात नहीं है. आई टेस्ट बता रही थी. तो assume कर लेते हैं जो qualifier की pitches चल रही हैं, qualifier eliminator. So तला, if Islamabad United wins the toss, हमने एक मैच में like defend किया, एक मैच में चेस किया है. So what would be your strategy for final if we win the toss?
I think chase again, let Multan set the total, because for example, if you take Rizwan, who's the biggest player, it's the kind of style he bats with. It's better to let him set a score than chase. अगर उसको target पता हो, then he can play in a measured way. अगर पहले बैटिंग कर रहे हो तो you can often miscalculate when you're anchoring the innings. You can go for a too low of a total.
Yeah. इमाद, मुल्तान को क्या करना चाहिए in case they do win the toss?
I would certainly go for chasing, just like Talabhai said. Although the OG cricketing captain of this country always emphasizes on batting first in big matches, but I feel that Rizwan again is a player who's incredible in chasing, and he is able to calculate stuff, which is something we don't see in the first innings with him. And yeah, and generally, in PSL historically, chasing has been the way to go. Even the last, but still, I feel it's
Yeah,
like in conditions when with these set of players, I think chasing is the way to go. And Islamabad United के लिए भी मैं यही कहूँगा कि like they should chase
yeah.
I
because
think
they won against
I read
Multan Sultan chasing and then
yeah, I
Yeah,
read a
Tala.
statistic कि Islamabad ने I think 47 times we won the toss and 36 times we chose to chase.
हाँ,
तो सिर्फ 11 दफा हमने पहले
yeah
बैटिंग की है. I
yeah
think it was one of the rare occasions against
yeah.
against Quetta
Hmm.
that worked actually. So I think we'll definitely chase again if we win the toss.
All right. And there was some
and then
statistics.
they chased against Multan, they chased against Peshawar as well.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They are able to
Uh,
take in pressure. It feels like.
mhm. All right. So to Islamabad United on top in the house at the very least. Imad और तला दोनों Islamabad United को point करें as winners. But here is the flip side. एंड आप लोग अभी स्लाइड्स पे देख सकेंगे अरहम एंड जैद हैव गॉन विथ मुल्तान सुल्तान्स जैद का पता था मुल्तान सुल्तान्स के साथ जाएगा प्लेयर ऑफ द मैच अरहम वेंट विथ उस्मान खान जैद काइंड ऑफ वेंट विथ बोथ उस्मान खान एंड इमाद वसीम आप दोनों ने उस्मान खान पे टच कर दिया हुआ है इस तरह के प्लेयर्स काइंड ऑफ डू इस्लामाबाद यूनाइटेड को लड़ जाते हैं so yeah, these are the predictions. Tala, Imad, Aram, Zad, equally divided, kinda. I am going with Islamabad United, inshallah, to win. And player of the match. Even though I do feel Shadam might trump it off, क्योंकि bowling का भी advantage है. I I I have a funky feeling about Azam Khan. बहुत अच्छा कैमियो खेलेगा एंड ही विल विन अस द गेम सो अगेन आजम खान की प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस तो नहीं प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस ही थी आफ्टर द एलिमिनेटर विन अगेंस्ट पीजी के उसे पूछा गया कि व्हाई वर यू दैट मच इमोशनल ऑफ कोर्स मैच का जितना बट ही सेड कि कराची में मैं पहली दफा पीएसएल का फाइनल खेलूंगा माय home city and all that sort of stuff so I really want him to perform and that would take him to another level
And
shows him
if I can plug in a stat, spin के खिलाफ तो पता ही है the ability he has. I think this season against pace he's averaged 42 with a strike rate of 167. So it's been absolutely brutal as a pace hitter as well.
जा और पिछले पीएसएल में ये चीज बहुत इंक्रीज की थी बहुत अच्छे शॉट्स
I
निकाल रहा
can't
था
see why he won't be batting at number 5 for Pakistan in T20 World Cup. Like I really can't see that.
ऑफ कोर्स पीएसएल खत्म होते ही सारे शोज पाकिस्तान की तरफ जाएंगे सो या व्यूअर्स दैट वाज ऑल फॉर टुडेस शो nice sweet shot of course we missed Aram and Zaid Islam Multan Sultans की representation नहीं रही hopefully they won't have any presentation in tomorrow's final. They would be just filling up the numbers. On that note, myself, Ahmad, along with Imad and Tala, are saying goodbye to all of you. Yeah, viewers, do make sure to drop a like, give a follow to them, guys. Thank you so much, Imad. Thank you so much, Tala. On that note, PSL Zindabad, Pakistan Zindabad, and the better team, the best team wins. That is hashtag Rangjeet Kalala. Allah Hafiz.